Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. The topic for today is going to be functions, specifically user defined functions. How user defined functions are created, what are the use of them, like how we pass the parameter in the user defined functions, because they are actually a code or a module which act as per the need of you. Let's say you want to perform addition, so you can create a function which you can use in multiple codes. So it's basically increase the resilience of your code and increase the usability of the code. So let's move forward without wasting your time. And if you're very first time on my YouTube channel, so please make sure that you're subscribing to the channel. Let's move forward and start discussing. So guys, let's start the discussion in detail about functions. Okay, so what is a Python function? A function in Python is a block of reusable code, as I told you earlier, that perform a specific task. Like for example, if I want to cook a bread, if I'm working in a bread company, okay, so every day I cannot tell and go in the company and saying to my people that this is a process to create a bread on daily basis. What I'll do, I'll create a document which we call SOP, like standard operating procedure, and on the basis of that SOP document there are steps written. So that steps you need to do every day, and you need to prepare the bread so that we can sell it in the morning. Now same thing is done by functions. So you write a specific piece of code which you can call anywhere and you can perform the specific operation. That is known as a function. Okay. Function helps in reducing redundancy. What does that mean? Like reducing the redundancy in terms of writing the code again and again, and you can write the similar code one, and then you can use it going forward in all of your different codes. Okay. Now built-in functions for Python are like, one of the function is print and then the length. There are some other functions also which are given by Python to us. So there would be several functions. Now in this video, my focus is to tell you about the user defined functions. Now what is user defined functions? Okay, that are created by us using the def keyword. So this is the trigger which basically starts the function. Now I'll take an example and the syntax also I'll tell you. Now this is the syntax from line number 6. Def keyword I use, then the name of the function. Anything can be the name of the function other than the reserved keywords by Python. You cannot use those words like print should not be the name, or len should not be the name. The name can be addition function, subtraction, your own name. Rajat can be the name of the function. Now inside the function name, you'll pass the parameter in these parentheses, and then this colon which talks about what? Indentation. Now here is the function body. Let's say I am defining is the value y is equal to mx plus c. Now in the function body, I'll give the value of y and m and x and c, or I can give these value in the parameters also, guys. Okay, I can define them as a parameter y, m, x and c. And then in the last, when I will call the function on line number 9, here I can pass the value of all of them, and then this function will be executed. So going forward, wherever I will call this function name, I can execute this y equal to mx plus c, which is a mathematical operation. Now on that note, I hope you guys are clear. Now one very important thing which I want to mention to you guys, if we go down, okay, so here I'll talk about two type of parameter. One is the keyword function with keyword parameter, which I will talk. Let me clear the screen so you can see it clearly. Now function with keyword parameter and then default parameter. So what is parameter now? That is the question. Okay, so parameter is anything which you can pass inside the function, and later when you call the function, so you can give the value and you can execute the code. So parameter is a supporting element of your function which is defined when you are naming the function and in the line number 1 itself. When you are defining your function, so parameters are given by line number 1. Now there are two types. One is keyword, the second is default. So both of these now I'll cover. Now let me remove this pen and let's start executing the code with understanding. So what is user defined function? I have created a generic example of this. Let's say I define a function and the name of the function is greet, like welcoming somebody. Okay. The name I am taking as a parameter. This function greet the person by the name. So name is acting as a what? Parameter, which you will pass later on. Then I'm just giving a print message using f string hello, and then the value of name is in these braces because I want this value to resolve when I'll pass the value. So welcome to Python. Now whatever name I will give, it will pass the value. So name I'm giving here as Alice, for example. Now then how you'll call the function, that's very important. So calling the function is very easy. You just need to give the name of the function, which is greet, and inside that just pass the parameter. Now I selected this and shift enter I'll do to run this code. So this will execute not in the terminal, in the REPL. Okay, so let's run this. You can see the output says hello Alice, welcome to Python. Now if I change the name as Rajat, remove Alice from here, and I select this piece of code, then shift enter. So you can see on the screen, hello Rajat, welcome to Python. So this is a basic user defined function, a very basic one. Let's move forward. Let's talk about the first type of parameter, which is your keyword parameter. How keyword parameters are defined. So you need to see the difference. That is something I want to exaggerate on. If you see the default parameter here, you're passing the value in the parameter itself. You're telling the function that greet will be always equal to hello. So basically in default parameter, you are fixing the value of greeting. Now going forward, you will not be able to change the value, but in the keyword, you can change the value. Now let me give an example of keyword first. So here is the keyword parameter from line number 19. So def is the keyword I'm using to define the function. Then the name of the function is introduce basically. Then I'm passing name and age. Now this is a comment in triple quotes, so that's why it's not getting printed. In Python, I told you how we write comment. Okay, so you can see that define is to define the function, name of the function, then the parameters, which are keyword, not fixed value like default. Okay, then we are giving a comment in triple quotes. So this will be printed as a comment, not executed. Okay, that's why you will not see in the print window. I'll run this and you will not see this. Now the next line, which is line number 22, which is talking about again printing the message where I'm taking this input. Now I am passing the value as age and name as Bob, and here I'm calling this function. Now let me give one more example here. At the same time, if I give two name to this, enter this, age I'm mentioning, let's say something unusual, 250, and the name of the function is Sitaram. So now I just select this piece of code, and how this will run is shift enter. So guys, can you see this comment? Introduce a person with their name. This is for yourself. Okay, that's why I'm giving this comment. So you guys can use that as per your need, but this is this has no direct effect on your program, because this is for the programmer, not for the user. So the output says my name is Bob and I am 25 years of age. This says my name is Sita Ram and I am 250 years of age. So this is about your keyword parameter. Now let's talk about the default parameters. So default parameter is what? First, let's define the keyword def, then the name of the function, then name as a what? This name is not a default parameter, guys. This is a keyword. So in this example, I'm using keyword and default, both parameters together. So name I'm giving just like this, so I can pass any name, and this greeting have a value what? By default it will have a hello. So if somebody is not passing the value of greeting, this will take hello. Okay, so now for Alice, when I'm calling the function, line number 35, just focus very carefully. Line number 35, greet user, name of the function, I'm giving only name, greeting will be hello. Now here I'm giving greeting by default good morning, like we are telling the program that I want greeting as good morning, not hello. So this is a customized package. That's how it in the output it will give you good morning. So now let's run this and you will see the magic of Python functions. You can see hello Alice. Okay, so this is taking greeting and then name, and here what it is saying, good morning Bob. So it's a customizable function. Now you can understand it very clearly that keywords and default parameter can be used together to give a hybrid kind of function which actually help you to create functions where you need some default value. Okay, now on that note guys, I would be taking your leave and I conclude this video on this note. I hope you find this video really helpful for you, and if you like the video, for your knowledge has been increased, or if you like my efforts, so please hit the like button and please comment in the comment section. I would request all of you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're coming very first time here, and that really encourage me to do my best and give you more content. And my focus is always to build the basics priorly, so that's how I focus. Okay, nevertheless, on that note, I would be taking your leave. Thank you so much guys, all the best.